Well, 2023 is off to a great start. 2024. Night Swim, brought to you by Blumhouse. Yes, everybody's favorite horror studio, Blumhouse. We all love that Blumhouse, right? I actually don't shit on Blumhouse as much as a lot of others do, especially in the horror community. There's some that they're like, okay, could I tell you right now off the top of my head? No, because I didn't look up any, but I know there is some. I know there is some. So I was like, all right, well maybe hope. But what also had me worried about this movie being shit is released in January, and that's when a lot of studios decide to dump their garbage that they think that's not going to make a whole lot of money. But then Megan came out in January last year, which I didn't like as much as others, but it did make buco bucks. So I was like, maybe a story about a haunted pool is gonna be fun because we like weird storylines in horror movies, right? This movie, however, was not good. You even have Baby Kurt in there, Wyatt Russell. Okay, dead. Is a legend. You need to find other projects than Night Swim. Also has Carrie Condon. Condon. I know she's famous for something, but I know her, which I just recently learned, is that she was in the movie Unleashed with Jet Li. Love that movie. Did not love this one. Anywho, but yeah, this family moves into a haunted, well, not a haunted house. It's just a house with a haunted pool. What they should have done is name this movie Amityville Pool. Because you know how there's all this Amityville parodies out and stuff like that. They should have just named this Amityville Pool. And maybe it would have been better because I would have had different expectations going into it, knowing it was going to be bad, and I could have enjoyed the badness that was Night Swim. And yeah, there's no excitement. There's no really, you don't get invested into these characters, and they all have their own little side stories about pools. Like one of them always wanted to have a pool when they were kids. Another one was scared of pools because their siblings or whatever would push them into the water and they had bad effects or something. I don't know. And then the little girl, the daughter, as we all seen the trailer, so this is not a spoiler, is way too committed to Marco Polo. And that was really my big thing, was when I saw this trailer 2,742 times, because it was everywhere, that she was way too committed to Marco Polo. Like, it's dark, nobody's responding. Open your eyes. It's just a fucking game. No outcome. Stop being committed. Instead, you get an oogie boogie. But you know, another possible saving factor for this movie could have been without actually having any physical, like, spiritual beings type things in there. Like, no actual creatures, especially very poor, generic looking creatures. Like, one of them looked like one of the creatures from Scooby Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, with big eyes, and it was fucking weird. But if they would have done without that and just had the pool haunted, like there's some kind of spiritual entity in the pool that possesses people, cool. That might have made it a little better. But then actually having a bunch of in there, it just kind of killed it for me. There was no excitement. Turns out that this was originally a short, and I can see how it'd be a pretty solid short, but extending it out into a feature full length. So yeah, I told myself when I started this whole little Road to 100 Movies journey for 2024 that I'm only going to give the letter F to ones that really deserve it, that are really just like shit. Like light a bag of shit on fire shit. This one wasn't quite all the way shit. Okay, there was little bits here and there. There were some cool shots. There were some cool underwater shots that was very Jordan Peele's Get Out, the sunken place, but in water. Which I'm a big Jordan Peele fan, so I was okay with that. And I mean, there's just enough to give it a D minus. You just barely stayed out of flunking. You don't have to repeat 2024. I got the year right. Sweet. Make sure you subscribe and stuff, and continue doing my journey to Road of 100 movies in 2024. Hopefully, I'll do a video for all of them. Depends on how lazy I am. This video is obviously way late, but you know, it is what it is. I am Andrew Fay. I love films, and I do not have a sign off. So yeah, just subscribe and go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. They're both at Phalos Films. All right, bye bye. Enjoy your night swim, 'cause I didn't. That's the power of love.